Hello, I'm Aditya and welcome to Earthward. The idea here is simple. Each episode, I take developments from the world of fintech and financial services that actually matter and break it down. Not just what happened, but why it happened, what it signals, and what it opens up for the people building. There's no shortage of noise in this space, but most of it is just reporting. Earthward is meant to be the opposite. Fewer stories, more thinking, one shift at a time looked at properly from the perspective of someone who's watching this ecosystem up close. So let's get into it. And today, I want to talk about something happening inside the large institutions and why I think the opportunity around it is much bigger than it looks. More than 40% of large BFSI firms are now scaling agentic AI, and the difference from what came before that actually matters here. These aren't just co-pilots that are sitting next to a human and suggesting the next steps, but they're agents that are taking a whole process, let's say a fraud check or a payment or a compliance review, and they're running it end to end on their own. And the FCA is already testing this in live conditions with banks like Barclays and the UBS. But running alongside that, every regulator keeps making the same point. However much of the work the agent takes over, the institution still owns the outcome. The accountability doesn't move. And the part which sounds like a footnote is actually where the interesting thing happens. Because the moment a bank is running on autonomous systems it's fully answerable for, it needs a whole layer of unglamorous machinery underneath. The data plumbing, the secure rails, and especially the monitoring and auditing tools that can show after the fact exactly what an agent did and why. That isn't something a smarter model solves on its own. It's an infrastructure problem and a governance one as well. And those don't get built by the banks themselves. So when people say banks are adopting AI, what's really happening is banks are turning into platforms and platforms need suppliers. So if you're building, the interesting place to be isn't another consumer facing app sitting on top of all of this. It's the layer that institutions now depend on, the controls, the oversight, the rails that make autonomy safe enough to actually deploy. Get that right, and you're not pitching one bank at a time. You're building for something every one of them is about to need at once. That to me is the most underpriced opportunity in fintech right now, and that's where I'd be looking. I'm Aditya, and this is Artwad.